yards. They're set to go as they will match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Fielded in the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Lady! I'm not ready. Switch. And middle. Hey, 22! 45.
On first down at Stanford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Move. Hey. Four down.
First carry for Djharrison Swift. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
On first down, Stafford here. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Coming to you. Check, 45's the mic. Check, 45.
Long, it's Stafford. And that is incomplete.
Let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think could absorb that contact.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Get him. 51's Mike. Mike's 51.
Gabbert to throw it. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And all the way down to the 37.
Let's go.
A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 51 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field.
50 Buffalo 18. 51's the street. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now Gabbert. Going up top for Miller. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Gabbard. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Scotty Miller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Keep playing hard.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Stafford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Kill. White.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Let's get in that house. Bang, 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 bang. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Mike, do it. Hey, let's go.
From the 29, Gabbard. And incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Check Mike 47. Check Mustang 19. You can't hang. He's not going to get me.
On play action, Gabbard. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Oh, don't be scared. You smell that checkers draw.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They threw the interception. That led to a touchdown.
But I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Lady, it's a party now. It's a party now. 22.
Throwing again. Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Panther 11. Panther 11. Come again. Here I come again. Check smash. Check smash. 51.
The following the interception, here's Gabbert. Throw left side complete. It's Logan. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 35. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
Here's Gabbert. Flushed out right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Blaine Gabbert taking it in. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, easy, easy. Check, 45's the mic.
Stafford throwing quickly, complete out wide. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. 21-0 our score after one. The Lions on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8.
Drill right, 22.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. It's the former Lion, Ndamukong Suh, in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. They'll run on first down. Logan. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Check. Jam. 49, check 49.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. T.J. Logan, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Suckup, and the route is on here in this first half. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
Let's go, baby.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here?
And the hits to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
It's our time. 45's the mark.
Another try after the first down sack. Stafford, and he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Throwing on 3rd and long. Stafford, and they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now.
And for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
60 Maverick.
To throw, Gabbard. And the Lions Evades pressure too strong. Down he goes. Romeo Okwara. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
47. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. You ain't going nowhere.
Play fake. Gabbard. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that. They come back to it again.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. And they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Like 7. Watch the pass. 45.
Stafford on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The surprise second-round pick, Sean Bunning, there to get a hand in.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. 59! Hey, check Mike 45, check Mike 45.
Back to the air. Stafford on second down. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Hey, they scared.
They go play action. Gabbard. The catch made by Miller. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Scotty Miller on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And this offense is running away with this one. Suck up for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is
On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Romeo Okwara picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Gabbert. Going deep this time for Miller. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Scotty Miller in the final seconds of the first half as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
We got this.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Here we go, Shaq. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. What we got, what we got, what we got? Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no.
On first down, it's Logan. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. They did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 71 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Second and goal from the 1. They run again with Logan. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. T.J. Logan, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys continue to pour it on. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Good coverage that time by Sean Bunting.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
I got you. I got you. 45's the mic.
Now Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin White, the linebacker. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their step. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
We own them.
They'll try to throw here. Gabbard. That is caught at the 7.
And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Mike 51, Mike 51. 18 Cardinal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And this offense continues to pour it on. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
Hey,
on 2nd and 10, Stafford gets it quickly to Galladay. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Danny. Zebra!
To throw again. Stafford. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
Red 80. 45. Stay 50.
Again, it's Stafford. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 15 yards for the Lions there and a first down.
Get a 20.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
They run out and down with Swift. And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
You're not going anywhere, man.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
You don't want none of that. 50. Watch the safety crease.
Now Stafford. And my goodness, another interception. Carlton Davis picks it. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20.
Bring it!
It's a
Bring
pick
it!
6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And his kick is right through. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Throwing again. Stafford. He'll get that to DeMel, the tight end. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Set. Waiting.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Bring it.
Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devin White make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack on first down, Stafford, he'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Set! 180! Check Mike 45. Don't get nervous. Check 45's the mic. Check 45. Sit on! Sit on!
Stafford down to throw. And now here is another interception. Carlton Davis picks it. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. 58, boys, 58. 58's Mike. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, y'all.
They'll keep it on the ground. Logan, not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Bucs on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They run with Logan. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming.
First carry now with a backup, LaShawn McCoy. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And they'll keep on the ground with McCoy. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you'll only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays, really hurts the team on defense.
7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. On the ground with Vaughn. And the Buccaneers are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
They'll look to run the ball, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Taken in the end zone.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Ready? 280. Mike, 45. Come off the ball hard. 45's the mic.
Watch the run. Watch the run. You're soft, baby. That's
Omaha.
switch gears. Switch
Big
gears.
20.
From the gun, here's Stafford.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
One last throw here for Stafford. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Buccaneers, they're now a win away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.